Okay, I have the wheel off, and you can see maybe they just didn't replace the rotor, and I got a new one, so I'm going to stick it on, but the pads are brand new. So I'm going to try, see if I can get that bleeder screw open, because the other side, the other rotor looks really nice and it's wearing nice. So let's freshen this side up a little bit, see if I can get that bleeder screw out, see what kind of condition the fluid's in, and go from there. Because this thing's kind of cobbled together here. Looks like maybe you had a new bearing put in it at one time, and I don't know what the, if it wasn't for this car or whatever, but I don't know. It's rough. Got a little wire there holding this on. Alright, let's get started. Let's see what happens here. 10, let's try 11. Not 11, must be standard. Alright, let me go get some standard wrenches. It was a 10, I had to get the rust off. Not good. Let's try something else. Alright, let's see what a rattle gun does. Either snaps it off or comes off. Let's see what happens here. Wow. I don't believe it. It's interesting to note here that it's got the bleeder screw entirely out, and you can see not a single drop has come out of that caliper. It'll be interesting to see how this goes. Okay, I got some pressure on the, and we got some fluid coming out now, which is a plus. It's pretty clean. Just give that a minute or two. Okay, I got some fresh fluid in there, and I got the master cylinder cap back on. So let's see if I got any more pedal. All the way to the floor. Let's pump it a couple times. Actually, it's a little better. So, I'm going to check the back. I found the problem. See a nice little pool of brake fluid? Yeah, I bet you do. Alright, let's go take a look at it. Okay, so it looks like, where's the flashlight? It looks like they put in a new brake line. Oh, it's not even in. It's not threaded in. Wow. Now let's see how boogered up the threads are, and whether I got to do it again. And there's no way for me to put the camera here, so at least you can see what's going on. Wow. Alright. Okay, so crazy enough, I've managed to get it started on the thread, so I'm going to get it seated, and then we'll bleed this caliper and see what we got then. I took the bleeder out, and it looks like right there is the hole. If you can see that, probably not, but I'm going to have to dig it out because she ain't going to bleed. No opening. So I'll be back in a couple minutes. Alright, so I got the hole exposed. Ran a drill bit down in there to clean it out. You know, guys, if you bleed your brakes once in a while, that wouldn't happen. Alright, let me stick it back in there and get started on pumping this thing up. Okay, I got the bleeder back in. I got the line hooked up. I'm going to go pump up my motive pressurizer, and let's see what happens here. Oh, here it comes. Wow, it took a while. Let's see, are we leaking back here? And doesn't appear to be. There goes a big bubble. There goes some more bubbles. The fluid's clean now. Yeah, it's got all new brake lines on it. Somebody put some work into the brake lines. It's a shame it was disconnected there, but let's give this another minute. I think we're good. Alright, I can't do this and hold the camera too. I'm not that talented. Alright, hold on. Alright, gosh, the sun's bright today. Let's give this a test. Much better. Doesn't go all the way to the floor anymore. I'm going to put the tire on. We'll take it for a little spin. Alright, here we go. Down around the block. If I don't stop, we end up in the lake. Oh my gosh. It's not a dead stop yet, but it's far, far better than it was before. Probably take a little while for those pads to knock the rust off. But don't go to the floor anymore. You know, maybe I'll bleed the other rear brake while I'm at it. Alright, I'll turn you back on when I get home. So we have had some friction over here, but not much. But it has, you can at least see it's been plying some. And again, the pads are pretty good on this side too. So, look at that bleeder screw though. That thing's about clogged, isn't it? So I'm going to get that out hopefully, and then clean it out and bleed this brake, and we'll see what happens. Couldn't get lucky twice in a row. Took it right off, so off to Napa. So I got the rotor off. And it looks like one of these pistons is froze, this one over here. And when I got the banjo off, it looked like muddy water coming out of there, so Gonna run over, take those pads out, take the whole thing over because the pins are shot. The boots are off. Thing's a mess. So go get some new caliper and some shoes and get this thing taken care of. Okay, so here's where I'm at. I took that rotor off of that truck and put one of these, I bought some AC Delco rotors and put it on the other truck. So I've got new rotors on this truck. I took the rotors off of that one and put it on here. I'm trying to spend as little money on this truck as possible, but I did get a new caliper and new brake pads. I wanted to take the brake pads off the 2005, but they're a little bit shorter, so these are longer for the 2001. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and get this caliper on. So here's the caliper, and let's put the hardware in it. Grease up the pads a little before I put the hardware in. Hopefully keep it from rusting a little bit. And we'll put one here. Put a little on this side. A little bit more for Santa Claus. A little bit more for Santa Claus. It's almost that time. So get those all greased up. Let's slide this in the car. So I got the car all back together. Works great. So probably what I'll do now is, since I have a full set of brake pads for the rear, I'm going to take the other side back off and put those pads back on there, because the pins probably need cleaned up if I can even get them out. So I got the new caliper on the driver's side. I've got the older rotor from my old truck, or from my better truck. I have a full brake pedal, and stop's good. A couple other little projects to do. Again, this is just my winter beater. So if I get around to it, I got a new radio and no, not a new radio, an old radio, original radio for $5 that came with the harness. So maybe I'll fix that mess. And this here is for this, because the vent's broken out. That shouldn't take too long. And here's the running board. It's fallen off, so maybe I'll weld a piece of metal in there and attach that so it doesn't fall off. Kind of like having it on there. And outside of that, Frankenstein's working again, so I can drive it without having to worry about crushing the guy in front of me. So hopefully you liked the video. If you did, please subscribe and smash that like button, and tell your friends. So hope to see you back for further adventures on this, we'll call it Frankenstein. I like that. Alright, have a great night. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.